The Wapakoneta Redskins' quest for a perfect season and an outright Western Buckeye League title meets its final game. Tonight, the Shawnee Indians in town to take on the Redskins. It's high school football, and it's yours next on Game Face Ohio. Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Harmon Field on a wet night here in Wapakoneta. I'm Dan Hirn, along with AJ Lisi, and we welcome you into the Minster Bank pregame show. The Shawnee Indians come into tonight's ballgame 2-7 and 2-6 inside the Western Buckeye League under the direction of Steve Owen in his second season at Shawnee. He's now 4-15 overall in Shawnee. They are coming off a 32-29 win over Defiance, a win that snapped a 6-game losing streak. And the Redskins, AJ, led offensively by Colin Rambin. The last time we saw them was in this game here in week 2, where they took a win away from St. Mary's.
Yeah, Angelo Fox was a big key in that game. Third quarter on, Angelo Fox had 126 yards rushing. Also, Dylan Huffner had 50 yards rushing that game. So it's going to be a key for Shawnee to come in here and run against that tough Wapak defense, which has given up only 2.8 yards a carry.
Mm-hmm. Colin Rambin had a big game in that game as well, and he has a big part of the Shawnee offense. The way he goes, so goes their offense a lot of times.
Right, and the running game right now, Colin, he's got 47 carries for the year.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to. He also can pass the ball. He's got 655 yards passing. So I'll take. It's going to be a tough night for Wapak.
Mm-hmm. He has a Wapakoneta connection as well.
Yes, Keith Ramden, who is the Wapak boys soccer coach, who led a big team this year with 14-2. His dad's pretty proud of him right now.
Mm-hmm. The Wapakoneta Redskins, as we mentioned, coming to this game 9-0 and 8-0 inside conference play. They're on the verge of a perfect season under the first-year head coach Travis Moyer, and for them, they're led by their number 1 ranked defense.
Yeah, defensive line's a key. You got Travis Shinline on the defensive line that has only given up 71 yards rushing per game, 2.8 per rush. Pass defense, once again, they're only giving up 82 yards passing too. So combination of that's going to win you championships. And right now they're looking to win the WBL right here tonight.
And they are the number 1 defense as far as scoring goes as well, allowing only 6.6 points a game. Their defense was on display again last week against Van Wert when they shut them out and won 42-0. And a big part of that defense is on the defensive line, and Corey Crawford, who had an interception return for a touchdown against Van Wert.
Anytime this defense steps up, it can be anyone any given night. Last week it was Corey Crawford. The week before it was Shingline. Anybody could step on that defense, and tonight we're going to need all of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Van Wert Cougars were only able to muster 117 yards of total offense against the Redskins last week, while the Redskins piled up 441 yards of offense for themselves. Keys to the game coming up here. The Game Face Ohio keys to the game. Let's look at them for Shawnee.
For Shawnee, they got to handle Wapak's defensive pressure. That defensive line comes at you full go. They need to control the ball. Successful teams like Bath, which they've made long drives, like 8-minute drives, they've been able to keep that offense off the field. They need to eliminate the mistakes. Van Wert was costly last week with Crawford running the touchdown back and turning the ball over for Van Wert. That lost 42-0.
And for the Redskins, their keys look like this.
They got to protect the football. If they're right now, their turnover ratio is number 1 in the WBL. They're plus 10. That's why their offense has taken control of that. They need to control the line of scrimmage. They got a big offensive line. They need to run the ball. That's going to keep Shawnee's offense off the field. And don't look ahead. You got the playoffs at home next week. Mm-hmm. Don't look ahead. You got the prize right now as the WBL championship right in front of you.
Right. All right, that puts the wraps on the Minster Bank pregame show. We'll be back with the opening kickoff after this. It's high school football on Game Face Ohio.
TSC can save you money.
How?
TSC can save you money with Emerge.
What's Emerge?
The Emerge bundle plan. TSC will merge your phone, cable TV, and internet in one nice, neat package to save you money.
How much money?
A boatload. The Emerge bundle plan, only from TSC.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
When you see an orange truck, you think G.A. Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because G.A. Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, G.A. Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, think green.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Minster Bank is celebrating 100 years of serving our local communities.
We are proud of our past and we look forward to a promising future.
Thanks for the opportunity to help our local businesses grow.
Thanks for letting us serve you past banking hours.
Thanks for letting us serve you and getting to know you personally.
Through our private wealth management department, we provide trusted investment advice.
Minster Bank's success and longevity is truly a testament to the communities and the customers that we serve.
Thanks for 100.
Welcome to TSC Touchdown Friday, brought to you by Telephone Service Company, G.A. Windsor & Son, Stolly Insurance, Owen Kitchen and Bath, Frost Roofing, Minster Bank, Astro Lanes, United Way of Allglaze County, Finkelmeyer Insurance Agency, and the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Welcome back to Harmon Field on a ugly night weather-wise, as the Redskins play host to the Shawnee Indians and put their undefeated season on the line, trying to finish things off at 10-0. I'm Dan Hirn along with AJ Lisi. Paul Sadler is off tonight. And AJ, you have big shoes to fill tonight.
Yeah, I mean, every point during the night, I'm going to put in a Paul Sadlerism as we go along in the game. And our first Sadlerism is, if Walpock wins tonight, it will be their first 10-0 season since 1986.
He is our stat genius. Tristan Meyer is set to kick it away. Weather tonight, as we mentioned, unpleasant. Not so bad up here in the press box, but out there.
A little foggy.
Yeah, it's a little foggy up here, as it always is in our case. But there you look at the weather forecast. And a possibility of the white stuff tonight, AJ.
Hey, it's that time of year. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Tristan Meyer has it teed up. Senior night here in Wapakoneta. And the Redskins, as we mentioned, trying to finish off a perfect season. They are #1 in Division III, Region 10, and #4 in Division III overall in the state, as they have 12 minutes up on the scoreboard clock. And this Shawnee team, we've talked about there are a couple of guys that they have that are key always, Colin Rambin and Dylan Hefner. But they've got some other guys that they can mix in as well that can cause problems for the defense.
Well, I'll tell you what, the receiver, Zach Casey, you got to watch him because he's capable of getting some big yardage. That St. Mary's game we did, he had 3 catches for 42 yards, which some of those yards was huge in that win against St. Mary's.
Meyer puts the foot into it. It'll be fielded inside the 10-yard line, back across the 20 to the 23-yard line. And that was Zach Casey on the return. So he immediately makes an impact. And the Redskins had won the toss and elected to defer, so we'll see that Shawnee Indian offense out there first. And let's take a look at the starters for Shawnee as they get set to take the ball. They'll come to the line of scrimmage, and Rambin will be working out of the shotgun on first down. 3 receivers for him and a back behind him. Now he moves off to the left. High snap, but he's able to pull it down. Keeps it himself after faking the handoff, and he's buried back at the 20-yard line. And that's the kind of defensive pressure that they were talking about in the pregame.
Exactly. I mean, they blew that play up. I mean, Randon didn't know what to do because he had Redskins right in front of his face.
Coach Owen talked about it, about holding down that pressure, but not able to solve it on that first play, and they'll line up for a second down at 13 now.
Now, this is a good thing Shawnee's doing. They're slowing down the pace. Games past, like Bath, they've taken that first drive for 8 minutes. It's really slowed down the pace.
Rambin takes a snap. This time the handoff does go to Hefner, and he'll go off the left side. Not a lot there, out across the 21. And that's about it. It'll bring up a 3rd down and long for the Indians.
Shawnee doesn't want to get into this type of game as far as 3rd down and long. They want to, against this defense, you do not want 3rd and long.
And AJ, as far as the rain and the field conditions, the rain looks like it's starting to get a little heavier. This field soaks up that water, but still slippery conditions out there.
Yeah, exactly. This turf field, I mean, you'll slip.
Again, out of the shotgun now on 3rd down. Rambin will roll out to the right, looking downfield. He'll fire it. It is tipped and incomplete. And a 3-and-out for the Shawnee Indians on their first possession, as the defensive backfield for this Wapak defense, which is stellar as well, doing its job.
Yeah, exactly, Dan. I mean, you had 4 guys around that one receiver right there. I mean, that's how they just, like the silver bullets from the Buckeye days.
And Cameron Locke, big part of that defensive backfield, and now he's back near the midfield stripe to return the kick. And he has company back there as well.
Both Locke and Henderson can break one.
Kick is away. It will hit. And Henderson falls on it at the 43-yard line. Good job by the senior there to dive on that ball.
Yeah,
because it got kicked around and hard to tell who it touched.
It touched Cockrell. I mean, right off his leg. So Henderson was smart to jump on that ball.
Well, outstanding field position for the Redskins as they bring their offense out onto the field for the first time tonight. And this is an offense that is overlooked a little bit because of how good this defense is. But these guys know how to put points on the board.
Yeah, they're averaging 28.6 points a game. Cody Morgan's done a great job leading this offense all year long.
He was 5 for 5 last week for 96 yards. Hands it off to Metz, who finds room around the left end, and he'll go out of bounds after picking up a first down to the 32-yard line. So Keaton Metz, who has been effective all year long, especially on the outside, very explosive part of this offense.
And that's going to be a key, because I'll tell you, if Metz keeps getting to the outside, that's going to open up the inside for John Eaton, and he can get some.
And we take a look at the big fellas up front, make things go on this offense.
Key guy there is Blake Fenning. Nice blocker on
Morgan will throw for the first time tonight, fires it over, and it's caught by Metz, who gets up to the 25-yard line. So Metz showing what he can do receiving-wise. On the season, he has 596 yards rushing, and 255 yards through the air as you take a look at the skill players for the Redskins.
Watch out. A guy you want to watch out for is Cameron Locke. Very athletic. He can get out on the end very quick.
He's lined up wide to the far side left, has Henderson in a slot inside of him, as Morgan will back up and work out of the shotgun. Looking that way, lobs it, Henderson makes the catch, and he's going to get down inside the 20 to the 14-yard line after he broke one tackle and rolls forward.
Nice, simple slant for Henderson to pick up some big yardage there.
Here's the defensive line for Shawnee as you look at this. Then they've got some size up there in front.
Yeah, but so does the Redskins. They got some big boys on that line.
Couple of linebackers there for the Indians. Morgan with the handoff. Metz again off the right side. He'll get down to about the 12-yard line and pick up a couple.
You could tell the weather's kind of making a difference there. I mean, Metz is usually quicker cutting back on that. Couldn't make it because the field's too wet.
A lot of guys on this Indians team that play both ways, AJ.
That's tough. I mean, you look at the depth of Wapak compared to Shawnee, you see why Wapak's 9-0, because they got the depth at every position.
They put Metz in motion. The handoff goes up the middle, but not much there. And Eaton with the carry.
I'll tell you what, Nick Newman did a nice job breaking in there and making that tackle on John Eaton. He took on the center, Ethan Saunders, and really pushed him to get that tackle.
Eaton had a big run in last week's game, right up the middle of the field, busted one off against the Cougars. Not much there on that carry, however. Three receivers now for Morgan as he backs up into the shotgun position, looking to the left, and it's that slant again, but can't connect with Henderson this time near the 5-yard line, and he'll bring up a fourth down.
I don't know if Henderson kind of hesitated there, but I mean, Morgan put the ball right there. I think it was just a little bit of a hesitation by Henderson to not get to that ball.
So now a field goal attempt coming up. Tristan Meyer will come out of the hold of Morgan. And it will be about a 28-yard attempt.
Nice 7-8 for the year, Dan.
Hold is down, the kick is up, and that one is good. So Meyer puts the Redskins on the board first here in the first quarter with 7:51 remaining. It's the Redskins 3 and the Indians nothing. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
TV everywhere.
TV everywhere?
That's right, everywhere. You can watch TV from your tablet, your phone, your laptop, any mobile device, anywhere you want.
Laundromat?
Yes.
Grocery store?
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
What if I wanted to watch TV at home?
All your favorite networks all the time. It's TV everywhere from TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Sure, you don't need a set-top box to watch cable, but without one, you're not getting everything your TV has to offer. Add a set-top box from TSC to your television and get more channels. Get a channel guide that tells you all about the shows. Run multiple devices through one universal remote, and you can even add DVR and HD channels. Get everything your TV has to offer with a set-top box. Call TSC and ask for your set-top box today.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Come out to Astro Lanes in the Loft Bar and Grill, where you can find great food, good drinks, fun games, and of course, bowling. place to spend some spare time.
Welcome back to Harmon Field. The Redskins put together a 7-play, 31-yard drive on their opening possession that ended with a field goal by Tristan Meyer and gives them a 3-0 lead. Wynn knocked the ball off the tee, so they're going to have to bring somebody over to hold it.
Nice 4-minute, close to 4-minute drive for Wapak. I mean, they did a nice job on it. Pretty basic, but I mean, gets them out of the gate up 3-0.
And we've talked about it before, AJ. They have a sizable advantage over other high school teams because of the skills that Meyer brings to the table.
Right. And I mean, Meyer plays a second sport. He's a soccer. He plays soccer, and he's a goalie. So, I mean, it's great.
Puts the foot into it here, and that one goes over the head of one return man and around the other and into the end zone for a touchback. So no return for the Indians. They will set up shop at their own 20-yard line. The Indians went 3 and out on their opening possession and only went backwards on those 3 plays.
They negative 2 yards on that drive, so I think the key, they need to establish Hefner here. They establish Hefner, it's going to be good for Shawnee.
He had only 1 carry on that opening possession, but gets the handoff here, and it looks like he came up a little bit shy of the line of scrimmage on that first carry. So a 2nd down and long coming up. And this Redskin defense has come to play tonight. They have shut down the Indians on their first 4 plays.
Well, Will Rankin, I mean, he's a big boy. He got through there real quick.
I think that's the thing that's most impressive about this defensive line for the Redskins is their speed.
Right. And it's just not their speed. They're big, too, and they're strong.
Out of the shotgun is Rambin. Looking, under pressure, rolls out to the right side. He's going to try and run it, and he's going to be shut down by Cockrell near the far sideline.
I mean, just looking at that, the speed, and look at Cockrell collapsing and getting. I mean, they got him for no gain again. I mean, Rankin blew right through there, and he had a chance for a sack, and Cockrell picked it up.
And usually on a wet field, the offense has a little bit of an advantage because they know where they're going.
Right.
They don't have to wait and respond like the defensive player does.
But as athletic as the front line for Wapak is,
they make up for that disadvantage.
Exactly.
Rambin again out of the shotgun. 3 receivers. And that one goes over his head. And he does well just to get back to that ball, and then he's smothered at the 6-yard line. And that's going to force a 4th down and forever.
Yeah, that could be the weather causing that. I mean, could have slipped out of the center's hands and hiked it right over his head. So weather being a factor right here.
There you see the replay. And Rambin doing a good job just to get back to that ball and cover it up. So he will be back to punt it out of his own end zone now. And this bodes well for the Redskins as far as field position goes. They have 2 return men back, Henderson and Locke, and they're inside the 40-yard line at the 35.
I would imagine Walpak's going to come after this.
Low snap, but Rambin able to scoop it and gets the kick away. And it'll be down inadvertently at the 25-yard line, 26-yard line. That ball took a Redskin bounce. It popped right up into the face mask of one of the Indians.
Inside the 30-yard line.
So outstanding field position for the Redskins as they come out here. They will spot it at the 28-yard line.
Coach Moyer, I'll tell you what, his philosophies are very similar to Jim Tressel. I mean, eliminate the mistakes, do just as much on offense to get the score to score, and let your defense handle the rest.
Morgan will work out of the shotgun again. Handoff, and that's Cameron Locke. He comes to the near side. He escapes a couple of people. Down the near sideline, inside the 5, touchdown.
That's Locke's athletic ability that got him in the end zone. He made a lot of people miss because he's so quick.
He's an X factor that they just drop in, and they seem to pick exactly the right time to do it each game. And a one-play touchdown drive for the Redskins builds their lead.
We'll try not to jinx Tristan Meyer, but he is 31 for 31 for the year.
The hold is down, the kick is up. They got some pressure on him, but he got it up and through. So with 5:13 remaining here in the first quarter, the Redskins now with a 2-score lead on the Indians. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
For over 100 years, the Stolle Insurance Team has been looking out for you.
We have access to major insurance companies all over the country. And together, we can customize an insurance program that will offer you the best coverage for the best premiums.
Let us look out for you. Give us a call for a personalized proposal today.
Proudly featuring Motorist Insurance, Stolle Insurance in Lima, Walpock, Salina, and Lakeview. Representing Motorist Insurance Group and other fine insurance companies. Stolle Insurance.
We are state of the art.
We are professional.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a great day. We are service you can trust.
We are here for you.
With custom fabrication, a variety of roofing options, and exceptional roofing knowledge and expertise, Frost Roofing is committed to providing top-notch quality service on every project. To learn more, visit us online at frost-roofing.com and follow us on social media.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Well, the Redskins are off to a fast start. They have a 10-0 lead over the Shawnee Indians thanks to a one-play 29-yard drive, a 29-yard run by Cameron Locke on their second possession. Gets them into the end zone for the first time tonight. At Tristan Meyer, who nailed a field goal in their opening possession, knocked in the extra point, now has it teed up to kick it away.
Tristan Meyer kick off for the Redskins.
Meyer puts the foot into it. It's a line drive that will be fielded. Well, it'll be mishandled, actually. And touchback again.
I'll tell you what,
second kick in a row.
I think the wind had a little part in that one, too. A little misjudgment on that.
Well, it's the second time it's gone through the hands of one return man and by another one. So, second touchback.
Yeah. I'll throw another Sadlerism here, Dan. This Walpock is going to be making the playoffs for a second straight year for the first time in school history.
Wow. We went deep into this stat, didn't you?
Yeah.
And Hefner here on that carry. He is going to be hemmed in and brought down on the far side. He tried to find some space on the side, and there was nothing available.
Shawnee is having a lot of trouble with Walpock's athletic ability here on the defensive end. The speed is just really getting to Shawnee right now.
They're going to need to establish something because right now they've done nothing to help themselves field position-wise. And they're just going to find themselves in a bigger hole if they can't move the ball forward a little bit.
They moved.
Pass is lobbed out to the near side, and it's going to drop incomplete. It went in and out of the hands of Grant Wheeler, who's a freshman wide receiver for the Indians.
Nice wide receiver screen there, but I'll tell you what, Wapak had that scouted out. You had 3 guys right there waiting for him.
And Wheeler, we've seen him make some plays.
Yeah. And you had 3 guys right there, and you see on the replay, it was right around the receiver.
Mm-hmm. Now the Indians staring into that wind and that rain, driving right into their face as they face a third down and 13 from their own 17-yard line. Rambin awaiting the snap. He rings out to the near side under pressure from Shawnee. Gets more pressure, lobs it upfield, and it's going to drop incomplete near the 25-yard line, which would have been short of the first down had anybody been there to receive it anyway.
I'll tell you what, watching Cockle come right after Ramden, that would disrupt me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he came in fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at this replay. I mean, boom. And he took a shot for it, too.
Yep. He was able to get up, and he'll kick it away now. He stands at his own 5 to boot it away. He's been close to his own goal line each time. Kick is short. It'll hit at the 32 and roll across the 35 to the 36, and that's where it'll be down. And again, the Shawnee defense is going to be in a bad position here as the Redskins on the doorstep.
I'll tell you what, Shawnee was so close to blocking that punt.
Mm-hmm.
I would say fingertips away.
And the Redskins have made some big plays on special teams throughout this season.
Oh, that's, I mean, the philosophies of Jim Tressel. I mean, Jim Tressel was a winner. I mean, Travis Moyer coming here, he's a winner.
Mm-hmm.
And it's working.
Yeah, when you look at Moyer's overall record, he's only lost 28 times in his 15 years of coaching. Morgan under pressure, rolling out to the near side and lobs it forward, but incomplete. Just trying to get rid of that ball as he had pressure coming from behind.
Spencer Jordan on the coverage for the Indians.
Second down and 10 coming up for the Redskins now. And statistically, AJ, yardage-wise, they're not going to have a ton of yards in these first few possessions, but they've done everything well. Just their starting field position has been phenomenal.
You look out throughout the year. I mean, you're not looking at a team that's getting 400, 500 yards a week. It's consistently between 250 and 300.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing just enough to win the game.
Morgan finds Metz wide open inside the 10, touchdown.
Nice.
So Cody Morgan connects with Keaton Metz, and the Redskins find the end zone again.
Nice. I mean, it was a nice post pattern by Keaton Metz. I mean, that was just a perfectly thrown ball. Keaton got under it right there. Bam.
Metz just find a hollow spot in that Shawnee defense and waited for that ball to drop in. Metz with his second reception here tonight, and he made that one pay off. Morgan will hold.
Is he hurt?
It's down and the kick is up. And Meyer nails another one. 17-0. The Redskins opening up on the Shawnee Indians with under 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. You are watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
We're going to kick it across the field. Talk to him.
When you see an orange truck, you think G.A. Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because G.A. Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, G.A. Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, think green.
TSC can save you money. How? TSC can save you money with Emerge.
What's the Emerge?
The Emerge bundle plan. TSC will merge your phone, cable TV, and internet into one nice, neat package to save you money.
How much money?
A boatload. The Emerge bundle plan, only from TSC.
TSC, give us us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Come out to Astro Lanes in the Loft Bar and Grill, where you can find great food, good drinks, fun games, and of course, bowling. Astro Lanes, a great place to spend some spare time.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Your winnings will be mailed to
And welcome back to Harmon Field. The Redskins offense has been clicking since the opening kickoff. They just finished a two-play 36-yard drive and a 36-yard connection from Morgan to Metz for the touchdown. Now puts them up 17-0.
Well, the key right now is field position. I mean, Wapak starting field position is excellent.
Ball blows off the tee again, so Meyer will have to reset.
I mean, Shawnee is making it easy for Wapak because they can't get anything they can't do anything on offense right now. I mean, by my figures, I think they're sitting negative right now as far as total yardage.
Yeah, I would say they'd have to be.
Zach Casey to return for the Indians.
Pitts will come in to hold for Meyer. As the wind blowing across the field here, and it's whipping pretty good now as you look at the goalpost over there. Meyer puts the foot into it. This one goes to the opposite side of the field. It's going to be scooped up and then dropped inside the 20, still loose, and then finally covered at the 18-yard line. AJ, we didn't get an opportunity to get the offensive line for the Shawnee Indians on there earlier, but we want to make sure we get those guys up there and the skill players to follow here. And a lot of those names are familiar because you see a lot of them on defense as well.
Right.
Rambin again out of the shotgun. Two receivers to his left. And a handoff to Hefner goes up the middle for a couple of yards across the 20 as we take a look at the defensive line for this Redskin team. Most of these guys have introduced themselves to Colin Rambin already. And there's the linebackers.
The one thing I am noticing is C.J. Young is not playing. It looks like Will Rankin is in his place. And I'll tell you what, Will's doing a nice job so far tonight getting penetration.
Rambin now will have 4 receivers to choose from as he works out of the shotgun. Hefner back there with him.
Here comes kick.
And it's Hefner on the carry. He goes up the middle for a couple more, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long again for Shawnee. And there's the secondary for the Redskins.
Nice secondary.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So a 3rd down and 6 now.
A little more respectable. I mean, instead of being 3rd and 13, 3rd and 12, they've got it 3rd and 6 this drive. So,
Well, for the first time tonight, I think the Indians put together consecutive plays that went for positive yards. So he will lob it out here to the near side, and it goes off the hands of Hall, the linebacker, incomplete near the 30-yard line.
If you look at that, I mean, once again, I'm going to throw the weather out there. Rambin had trouble grabbing that ball. Problems trying to get a grip on that ball to throw that ball, and you can see where it wasn't even close to the receiver.
Well, the Indians made a couple of positive plays, but come up short and are forced into a punt situation again. And again, the Redskin return men are on the Indian side of the field. Rambin gets the foot into it, and that one's going to go out of bounds near the 40-yard line. We'll see where they spot it.
I would think it's about the 40-yard line.
And Coach Sadler has explained to me before how they spot that ball, and it's very technical, so I won't try to explain it to you.
I'm not going to throw a Sadlerism in on this one.
But again, the Redskins in fantastic shape field position-wise, as they will start again inside the 40-yard line of the Shawnee Indians.
It just tells you how much we miss Paul Sadler.
We always do.
Yeah.
We always do.
There was pizza left, I will say that.
Metz with the handoff, finds space across the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. A 9-yard gain on first down for Keaton Metz. And he's had a nice night so far.
Yeah, but I give credit to the offensive line. I mean, Locks broke one open. Metz, if he had his footing there, he'd break one open. I'll tell you what, the offensive line, they're going to be pretty tough here in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Locke will line up wide to the near side right. Metz and Eaton in the backfield, and they put Henderson in motion across the backfield to the near side. Morgan will roll out that way. Lobs it down the near sideline, looking for Henderson. It's tipped and falls incomplete. Good effort by the defensive back to get a hand on that one.
It was nice coverage by Shawnee on there. I mean, they had 3 guys around Henderson, so it was nice coverage.
And I believe that was Zach Casey who swatted that ball down.
Another two-way player.
Mm-hmm. So now a 3rd down and 2 coming up. Lock wide to the near side with Henderson in a slot inside of him, and they have Metz lined up on the near side as well as Morgan looks to the sideline for the play. John Eaton in the backfield as Metz slides out. And they lob it out near side to Cameron Locke, who shakes off the first defender. He's down the near sideline, inside the 20 to the 5, and dives into the end zone for a touchdown. Cameron Locke has a nose for the end zone, and he finds it again.
But it's just his athleticism. I mean, making those players miss like that, it just, I mean, he's a nice player. Like you said, Dan, he's an X factor.
Well, and it seems like they get him the ball at exactly the right time each time. And he had a couple of touchdown receptions recently where in 3rd down and long situations where he's just able to make something happen. The extra point attempt is up, and it is good. 24-0 in favor of the Redskins on the final game of the regular season here at Harmon Field. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
Minster Bank is celebrating 100 years of serving our local communities.
We are proud of our past and we look forward to a promising future.
Thanks for the opportunity to help our local businesses grow.
Thanks for letting us serve you past banking hours.
Thanks for letting us serve you and getting to know you personally.
Through our private wealth management department, we provide trusted investment advice.
Minster Bank's success and longevity is truly a testament to the communities and the customers that we serve.
Thanks for 100.
TV everywhere.
TV everywhere?
That's right, everywhere. You can watch TV from your tablet, your phone, your laptop, any mobile device, anywhere you want.
Laundromat?
Yes.
Grocery store?
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
What if I wanted to watch TV at home?
All your favorite networks all the time. It's TV everywhere from TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Sure, you don't need a set-top box to watch cable, but without one, you're not getting everything your TV has to offer. At Add a set-top box from TSC to your television and get more channels. Get a channel guide that tells you all about the shows. Run multiple devices through one universal remote, and you can even add DVR and HD channels. Get everything your TV has to offer with a set-top box. Call TSC and ask for your set-top box today.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Redskins building an early lead here in the first quarter with 1:16 left to play. And the Redskins up 24-0. Their last possession, a 3-play, 38-yard drive that ended on a 29-yard pass from Morgan to Cameron Locke. And Locke finding the end zone for the second time tonight. Both of his touchdowns coming on 29-yard connections. Well, the first one was a 29-yard run, actually, and this one a 29-yard pass reception. Meyer puts the foot into it. It'll be fielded inside the 10 at about the 9. Back across the 25, finding a seam up across the 30 to the 34-yard line, and a nice return there by the senior Malik Simpson.
Joe Pitts on the stop for the Redskins.
So the best starting field position of the night for the Shawnee Indians at their own 34-yard line. It's more reminiscent of where the Redskins have been starting their drives.
I'll tell you what, let's see what Shawnee can do with it. That's first positive thing we've seen so far in this first quarter.
They will bring a 3 wide receiver set out, and I believe that's Angelo Fox in the backfield along with Rambin and Hefner. And that handoff goes off the right side. As we remind you about our 2 ball games that we have each week. This is the feature ball game. It will air tonight at 11 p.m. And then our bonus coverage, which airs on Sunday. And our bonus game this week is St. Mary's and Van Wert. So look for that on the Game Face Ohio channel. Again, same formation here on a 2nd down and 7. And a handoff up the middle across the 40 to the 41-yard line. And the Indians starting to put together some positive plays. That was Griffin Heights with the carry. First time we've seen him tote the ball tonight.
And he's made the last 2 carries there, so I mean, he's making positive yardage there.
Heights is a junior, 6'1". As that will be the final play. No, they call a timeout with 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. That'll give us a chance to remind you that our ball game tonight brought to you in part by Telephone Service Company. Telecommunications Service and Community, that's TSC.
Please reset the clock to 20.
Our feature games on Game Face Ohio. Available at these times, the night of the game at 11, and then on the website Saturday evening, and then of course on Fox Lima on Sunday mornings. That's a great way to get yourself in the football mood before the NFL starts.
I'll tell you what, it's a great time to sit there, eat your Pop-Tart and coffee, and watch
last week they had to bump us for this whatever the NFL game.
Yeah, they're in London.
And that wasn't much of a game. No, I'm kidding. Lions made it interesting at the end.
Yeah.
Good. All right. 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Indians. As they put Heights in motion, Hefner will get the carry, goes across the 45 to the 46 to the 47-yard line, and a first down, the first of the night for the Shawnee Indians. And those 3 plays very similar, AJ.
Right. Hefner took it this time. Griffin Heights had the last 2 called. But the one thing is now Shawnee's offensive line's getting a little more push on that defensive line. So, and that's going to take us to the end of the quarter.
Well, it was all Redskins in the first quarter. The Indians going to try to change that as we move to the second quarter of play. 24-0 in favor of the Redskins. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
For over 100 years, the Stolly Insurance Team has been looking out for you.
We have access to major insurance companies all over the country.
But together, we can customize an insurance program that will offer you the best coverage for the best premiums.
Let us look out for you
Give us a call for a personalized proposal today.
Proudly featuring Motorist Insurance, Stolly Insurance in Lima, Wapak, Salina, and Lakeview. Representing Motorist Insurance Group and other fine insurance companies. Stolly Insurance.
We are state of the art.
We are professional.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a great day. We are service you can trust.
We are here for you.
With custom fabrication, a variety of roofing options, and exceptional roofing knowledge and expertise, Frost Roofing is committed to providing top-notch quality service on every project. To learn more, visit us online at frost-roofing.com and follow us on social media.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Here to Harmon Field for the start of the second quarter, and it's been all Redskins thus far, but the Indians starting to put something together here offensively, and this handoff here shut down on the first down carry as the good penetration by the defensive line.
Yeah, Travis Shenline, I'll tell you what, nice penetration on that, make it for a loss.
Through the first quarter of play, the Wapakoneta Redskins have dominated statistically as well as on the scoreboard, with 133 yards of offense for the Redskins, and for the Indians, a -3 in the first quarter of play.
Ouch.
So that dominating numbers. The Indians starting to show some life offensively toward the end of the first quarter. They'll try to carry that over here into the second quarter of play. This one lobbed out to the right side, and they get across midfield for the first time tonight to the 49-yard line of the Redskins. It'll bring up a third down, however.
Nice containment by the Redskins. You saw that screen out there, and you saw 5 guys contain it to get it a short gain. I mean, probably about 4 yards. So nice job by the Redskins.
So a third down and 6 coming up now for the Indians. They went 3 wide receivers to the left side, and Rambin will work out of the shotgun. He'll have Hefner back there with him. Rambin will lob it out to the near side, and incomplete. That ball intended for number 7, Zach Casey, but it was broken up quickly as he got hit immediately after that ball got there.
Nice job by Cody Morgan.
So a 4th down coming up now, 6 yards to go for the Indians, and it doesn't look like their offense is coming off the field as they have the ball in Redskin territory for the first time tonight.
Well, they got the momentum going their side. I mean, they're doing it. This is a nice drive for Shawnee. I mean, let's keep it going.
Well, and early in this game, that 6 yards would have seemed just momentous.
Right.
But right now, their offense clicking a little bit better than it has been. 2 receivers to each side, and Rambin again out of the shotgun. He puts a man in motion across the backfield to the far side. That's Griffin Heights. Rambin will lob it deep down the left side, and it is incomplete. He was looking to connect with Wheeler on the far sideline. But a turnover on downs as, again, the Redskin defense steps up.
Well, he had pressure coming from the other side on Corey Crawford. He was coming from the backside. Nice penetration on that to force Rambin to throw that a little more. So that was, once again, defensive line prevails.
Well, the Redskins will take over offensively at their own 49-yard line. They have been the beneficiary of some fantastic field position all night long. And they have their defense to thank for that. Lock wide to the far side right. And Morgan under center. Will hand it off to Henderson, who goes off the right side across midfield and brought down at the 45-yard line by Heights on the Indian side of the field.
You look at this Redskin offense, you just don't know who's going to step it up each night. I mean, it could be Metz, it could be Locke, it could be Henderson. I mean, Henderson had a nice run there. It could be John Eaton. I mean, John Eaton had a nice game last week. So they just have so many skill players there on the offense.
Here's the handoff to Metz. He brings it to the near side of the field. Following his blockers inside the 35, he will roll down to the 31-yard line and another Redskin first down.
Nice blocking up front.
Yeah, it's the variety of the weapons that the Redskins have that keeps that opposing defense on its heels.
And that side, the blocking of Will Rankin, I'll tell you what, opened up that big hole to get Metz through there.
Morgan will walk back into the shotgun position here on first down with 3 receivers to his right. He lobs it out that side, looking for Metz, and incomplete. It goes off his hands, nearly scooped up by Henderson, but it ends up a second down and 10 now. Similar formation to the one that Metz caught the touchdown pass on earlier.
Right, it looked like it might have slipped out of Cody's hands on that one. Once again, you blame the weather on it.
Morgan will be back under center here. 1 receiver to the right. And the handoff goes to Eaton, the up back, who goes off the left side down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. That'll leave the Redskins about 3 yards short of a first down. They spot it down to the 23-yard line, so the Redskins only need 2 more to keep this drive going. They will put Locke and Henderson wide to the right. And Morgan looking to the sideline. Well, the rain has not let up at all since the kickoff. Here is Eaton up the middle of the field. He'll get down to the 20-yard line, and that should be enough for the first down. And there you see the information about the air times for our bonus game. And as we mentioned, it'll be St. Mary's and Van Wert this week. So look for that on Sunday afternoon, or Sunday evening rather, at 6 p.m. That's the first time that'll want to be available.
St. Mary's team looking to go 5-5 in that game.
Not much there. Off the left side from Metz, he gets down to the 19-yard line, so a gain of a yard, second down and 9 coming up.
Going back to the St. Mary's game, coming off of losing 22 straight and going 5-5. That's impressive. That's impressive for St. Mary's.
Absolutely. They're changing the culture over there.
Right.
Three receivers to choose from this time for Morgan. Again in his shotgun. Low snap, but he scoops it up, fires it left side where he connects with Henderson, who does a good job keeping his feet inbounds inside the 15-yard line. And a gain of about 4.
And then he just caught the ball. Gage is very unhappy. I can see from up here. From up here, Gage is very unhappy.
So a third down coming up for the Redskins.
Nice catch by Henderson, making sure his feet was in bounds. I mean, that's
he did it last week against Van Wert in the corner of the end zone. Good presence of mind. And Morgan doing a good job of keeping that play from blowing up after the low snap.
Right.
Handoff Metz going left side inside the 10, 5 touchdown. Keaton Metz finds the end zone for the second time tonight.
and you went to that side, and Will Rankin was on. He makes that block. I tell you, he creates some big holes.
Well, the Redskins spread the ball around to a lot of different guys on that particular drive, and that's when they're most successful. They had 6 different guys get into the end zone last week against Van Wert. Hold is down, and Myers' kick is up and good. 7:18 remaining here in this opening half, and the Redskins up 31-0. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
TSC can save you money.
How?
TSC can save you money with Emerge.
What's Emerge?
The Emerge bundle plan. TSC will merge your phone, cable TV, and internet in one nice, neat package to save you money.
How much money?
A boatload. The Emerge bundle plan only from TSC.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Come out to Astro Lanes in the Loft Bar and Grill, where you can find great food, good drinks, fun games, and of course, bowling. Astro Lanes, a great place to spend some spare time.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
When you see an orange truck, you think GA Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange GA Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because GA Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, GA Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange GA Windsor & Son truck, think green.
Covering 51 yards, and that's saying something. If that's your longest drive of the night, 51 yards. And the rain, like we said, just continuing to come down here, and you mix in the wind as well, and it's unpleasant out there.
Getting a little sneaky there.